Welcome back. Today, we're not just talking about philosophy. We're talking about a way of life. A way to rise each morning unshaken while the world around you crumbles. The Stoics were not men who lived in comfort. Marcus Aurelius led armies in brutal wars while carrying the weight of an empire. Seneca was exiled, betrayed, and ordered to take his own life. Epictetus was born a slave, beaten, and left crippled. And yet, their teachings survived, not as fragile words on parchment, but as iron forged in fire, tools for men who refuse to break. In this video, I'll share with you 6 Stoic principles that will harden your spirit, sharpen your mind, and give you the calm strength of a man who cannot be moved. Because Stoicism is not about being cold, it's about being unstoppable. Number 1. Focus only on what you can control. Most men waste their lives wrestling with shadows. Angry at the weather, at politics, at the words of strangers. But the Stoics taught a simple truth. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Epictetus, the former slave turned philosopher, drilled this into his students. He told them, "If it's outside your control, it belongs to fortune, not to you. You cannot command the economy. You cannot command the opinions of others. You cannot command death, or chance, or time. But you can command your choices, your actions, your attitude. The man who obsesses over what he cannot control is a slave twice over, once to the world, and once to his own emotions. But the man who accepts fate and focuses only on what lies within his power, he becomes unshakable." Every morning, remind yourself of this dividing line. What depends on me and what does not? That single habit can free you from half of life's misery. Number 2. Live with integrity. A man may win riches, power, and applause. But if he loses his integrity, he has lost everything. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king of Rome, ruled over an empire. Yet in his private journals that were never meant to be published, he reminded himself daily, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Integrity is not about impressing others. It is about being whole, consistent, undivided. It is the alignment of thought, word, and action. The world is full of men who bend their values for comfort, money, or approval. But a Stoic stands firm. When you choose integrity, you may lose certain opportunities, but you gain something far greater: trust in yourself. For a man who trusts himself cannot be shaken by the lies of others. He becomes like a fortress, steady, reliable, enduring. Each day, ask yourself, did I live true to my principles, or did I betray them for ease? Because in the end, wealth fades, power shifts, but integrity is immortal. Number 3, train with discomfort. Modern men chase comfort, but comfort is a slow poison. The Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus, often called the Roman Socrates, taught that we should train ourselves with hardship, so that when real adversity comes, we are not broken by it. This doesn't mean you must seek misery for its own sake. It means you willingly step into challenges that make you stronger. Take the cold shower instead of the warm one. Walk instead of drive. Fast for a day. Push your body beyond what feels easy. Each time you embrace discomfort by choice, you remind yourself, I am tougher than my circumstances. And when life throws suffering your way, loss, rejection, failure, you won't collapse, because you have rehearsed resilience. Discomfort isn't punishment, it's freedom. Freedom from dependency, freedom from weakness, freedom from fear. Number 4, control your reactions. We cannot control the world, but we can always control how we respond. Epictetus taught that men are disturbed not by things, but by their opinions of things. Marcus Aurelius echoed the same truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. An insult only hurts if you decide to take it personally. Failure only crushes you if you label it defeat. When anger rises, pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this within my control? Most of the time, the answer is no. And if it is not, why waste your peace on it? Strength is not in lashing out, but in remaining unshaken when others lose themselves. To master your reactions is to master yourself, and the man who masters himself cannot be mastered by anyone else. Number 5, value time above all. Wealth can be replaced, power can be lost and won again, but time once spent is gone forever. Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." A Stoic does not treat time as an endless stream. He guards it as his most precious possession. Most men live as if they will never die, putting off their dreams, their duties, their growth. But death is certain, and every wasted hour is an hour stolen by it. You can always earn more money. You can always rebuild what was lost. But no man, no king, no emperor has ever bought back a single second. Ask yourself daily, did I waste today or did I live it with purpose? Because hours are not just hours. They are your life slipping silently away. Value time above all. Guard it, protect it, and spend it only on what matters. Number 6, practice gratitude. To the Stoics, gratitude was not a luxury, it was a weapon. Marcus Aurelius began each day reminding himself of the gift of life itself. Even amidst wars and betrayal, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude turns what you have into enough. It shifts your mind from scarcity to abundance, from bitterness to strength. Each night, write down 3 things you are grateful for, not as a ritual of comfort, but as a discipline of perspective. Because the man who is grateful cannot be broken by loss. He knows that even in hardship, life still gives him something worth cherishing. You've now learned 6 timeless principles of Stoicism. Focus only on what you can control. Live with integrity. Train with discomfort. Control your reactions. Value time above all. And practice gratitude. These aren't just ideas to admire. They're habits to live. The Stoics believed that philosophy wasn't something to talk about, but something to embody. Every day gives you a choice. Drift with the current of distraction, or stand firm with clarity, strength, and purpose. So sharpen yourself daily, because the world will test you. And when it does, you'll already be prepared. If you want more Stoic wisdom, discipline, and strength in your life, don't just watch, join, subscribe, and become part of a community of men who refuse to be shaken. Own your mind. Own your actions. Own your life.